Alright, so we're going in. We're going to scan this to redeem it for queso, free queso. So it's 5 for $1, and 5 of these for $1. Get that. So you buy one and you get 2 free. Alright, so you spend $9 right here. You buy one and you get 2 free. I didn't even see this.
So $10.
So you get the $7.55, and then you get the 2 for free. You get 2 larger ones for free. All right. So how it works is you get the 2 cheaper ones for free.
Correct.
So you get the $9.53, then you get the $9.08, and I guess what's the other one? $8.99. Get the $8.99 one. Or what's that one?
$8.99.
Get the $8.99.
Because we already paid for the most expensive thing. All right, cool.
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry. All right, so after everything, it should be $9.53 plus $1 for this. It'll be like $10.53. All right, so it does do the discount, and it was $10.53 like I thought. And that's getting the 2 pork chops and the ramen noodle for $1 for the ramen, and then the $9.53 for the pork chop.
Paid for it, right?
All right, it's Wednesday, August 6th, 2025, about 5:24. Welcome to the Please Subscribe show. And this is the part where I get to, well, you get to see me drop stuff at people's doorsteps, preferably food. Most likely pretty hot, and things like that. All right, we're gonna reset here. So that was probably from yesterday all day, and some today. And resetting there. All right, hope that helped. Hey critter, wake up. All right, critter's being shy. All right, we're on our way. All right, looks like Tuk Tuk Thai, $11 one, so not too bad. It's 0.8 miles. We'll be there about 5:30 arrival. We're going 7.8 miles. We'll arrive at 5:57 with the Tuk Tuk Thai. serve ice cream or something. Alright, got a little $6 one at the Cook Shack. Be there 1.2 miles. Here they come, pedaling. Alright, this Cook Shack will arrive 6:46, 4.3 miles. It'll take 12 minutes. Tired old gate opening and closing for eternity for all the cars to pass. It's an overworked gate. Got a $3 Sonic, 0.5 miles. Arrive at 7:12. The Sonic is going 1.7 miles. Be there at 7:25. That road's called Eastwood. Got another $6 one at the Cook Shack. We'll be there 0.7 miles. So they do like southern cooking. They do salads and ribs, all kinds of stuff. All right, these sweet potato fries from the Cook Shack will be arriving at 7:47, 6 minutes, 1.6. So they got major construction going on right now on Camp Bowie, which this turns into the Red Brick Road is what I call it. Going towards the 5 Points. I just recently started doing this right past Van Cliburn Way, or Van Cliburn, and yeah, Camp Bowie, right at where the crescent is, towards the traffic light, and then they're ripping up this road right next to the museum. So that's been going on for a while. Slows things down a little bit, especially probably during rush hour. We no longer have the 4 lanes, you know. We only have the 2, so it goes back to old school. Got a $6 one at Stoner's Pizza. We'll be there at 0.3 miles. Bird City around here. Lots of them. Stoner's Pizza. I wonder what they're up to. Hi.
Legalizing marinara.
In many states, marinara is actually legal, but that's what Stoners is for. They just want to legalize marinara, you know? They're not that bad of people. All right, this Stoner's Pizza will go 9.8 miles. It'll arrive at 8:34. Found myself a little shot right there. And that took a lot of time, maybe a few years to find that. So you get the idea. It's a language, just like a writer can spend years finding the right sentence or the right structure of a paragraph. You keep doing it, and you're doing it, and you finally, well, let's try this way, and then you find something. Picked up a Wingstop for $11 at Forest Hill. We're gonna spin around Wingstop at about 8:53, 5.3 miles. It's a pretty big order. I got the drinks in here, 2 bags of Wingstop in there. I'm gonna tie these together for memory so I can remember the drinks. Make sure those fit right here. Hey, this $11 Wingstop is going 1.3 miles. 904, arrival. Here you go, kitty. Ow, ow. Another little kitty. You want some Wingstop, kitty? Ooh, another kitty. It's a whole family of little baby kitties. Look at that. Yeah, little baby kitty. It's only back house I can sit in. Yeah, they almost forgot one of his bags, but maybe the kitties will get some of the Wingstop. He was there, but at the last minute they were like, "Oh, one more bag." It's a big Wingstop order. Those kitties seem very, very excited. Whole family of them just hanging out, back house living. Well, we got some Emil tacos. So Emil tacos coming up here about 1.2 miles. We'll arrive around 9:20. Everybody sit back and relax and adjust those. You might want to raise the tray tables and put away any loose items, things like that. And we'll be arriving at Emil Tacos to pick up them tacos and drop off at your doorstep. And I hope I hope you enjoy riding with me today. I'm your captain speaking, and just sit back, relax. We're traveling right now at about, give me 1 second, get all your information that you need. It's about 89 degrees Fahrenheit, between 89 and 87 degrees Fahrenheit. I had to double check that on WeatherBug, but probably between that amount. Traveling about 29 to 30 miles per hour on concrete surface, so it'll get a little bumpy here and there. We're passing it's basically a mall called La Gran Plaza, which is right there. Lots of culture there. If you turn your head to the right, there's a Fiesta Mart in the back. There's a Fiesta Mart right there. And we're going to be crossing Town Center Drive. If you turn to the left, you'll see a chicken, I can't really say it, La Palos a la Lina chicken. I'm not the best in Spanish, but if you know Spanish, you go to that mall, you fit right in. They're now open. It's a grand opening on this chicken place. Kind of looks like something you'd see in Breaking Bad or something with Bryan Cranston and one of my friends, Charlotte Baker. So you sit back and relax. We'll be picking up your Emil tacos here shortly. All right. Thanks for riding with me. All right, passengers, as we approach Emil tacos, I did look on WeatherBug. We're looking at 89 degrees Fahrenheit. So the indoor reading, internal, oh yeah. Yeah, they take a little bit of time depending on how busy they are. I'm trying to see if there might be a parking spot right back here. Yeah, that might work right here. Let's go get those Emil tacos. Looks like they got tacos and hamburgers, but they spell it a little bit differently. Hamburgers. Basically like they put like jalapenos and pepinos, mayo, and music's not copyrighted, so this is tortuguesa. Huh. That's the hamburger. And they got tortas, burritos, plates. It's kind of like a taco truck nearly. Flautas right here. Like a fancy taco truck. Burritos, I bet the burritos are good. Regular burrito. Burrito plate with queso. El Rancho burrito. All right, looks like these Emil tacos will be traveling 12 miles. We'll arrive at 9:47. 16 minutes. These tacos are going to Home 2 Sweet. not too bad coffee. Not it's quite hot as I like it. All right, little $5.25 McDonald's pickup at this famous Meacham McDonald's along the highway. We'll be there about 10:11, 2 miles. Look at this old school Mercedes. All right, this McDonald's will arrive at 10:30. 9 minutes, 3.3 miles. We've got a little 365 tacos, about I think a $9 one. Be there in 2.3 miles.
What I have over here, 2 for $109.
Put the nuts in these black bags, like, you know, those like concealed, you know, so the type of nuts are, I don't know why they put them in these bags, but I guess that's the only bags I have. All right. These 365 tacos will arrive at 11:07, 6.1 mile. Take about 9 minutes. All right. So I like these right here because they're 2 for 102. I think is what they say on it. Oh, 2 for 109. And they're about 290 calories each. So not too bad. I'm in Haltom. This is where my father went to school. I went there for a little while and then I left and graduated from PASS school. Then went to UNT, graduated from UNT, and then went out to California for a while, and then went to grad school at the New School University. Planters. Heat peanuts. Nice little snack. Heat peanuts, planters. Gotta have them. If you're gonna get them hot, like heat. That's what my dad used to do. He'd shake the nuts in his hands like that. Get all some of the salt off of it. I tried it a few times, like, okay, yeah, the salt does kind of come off of it. Kind of brings in some of the taste in it, the regular peanuts. Here's the Haltom fire department. free 7-Eleven donuts. We'll be traveling 2.9 miles. We'll get there at 11:50. Got a late night four-wheeler going through. Late night in the traditionally, well, actually officially it's Lake Worth area, but it's right on the edge of Blue Mountain. We're heading back to this kind of a central area towards closer to the Fort Worth downtown area. It looks like a train crossing. I don't know if it's a passenger train or not. I don't think it's a passenger train. Maybe we're going this way. It's probably a freight train. Or it's what I call a ghost train, where it starts to activate and then it stops. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Yep, it was a ghost train. Drawbridges closed and ghost train. I don't know why they do that. Oh, there it is. Going down that way. I guess it's gonna turn around, but I'm glad it didn't. Ghost train. I head back towards Fort Worth. Kind of scout around there for a while, see what we can find, and then maybe call it. We'll have to see how many more. No more than one or two. Whataburger is open all night in the south. There's Fort Worth. construction right here. Head towards the courthouse. Straight ahead. On this side of that bus. Right here they erected a drive-in movie theater. You can watch movies that come in. It's real popular in Fort Worth. BYOB right here. Been there with my second wife and kids. We watched, I got to watch Reverend, and then Daddy's Coming Home. We had to leave early because the kids woke up during Daddy's Coming Home. My wife got mad and slapped me. I guess because I don't know, I wanted to get them home to get to bed. Well, she got mad about something else. I don't know. You know how it gets. It wasn't that hard of a slap. Yeah, there it is. You can see some of the drive-in movie theater right there. All right. There's one of the courthouses. Green, green, and green, and green. Here we go. Green and green. I don't know why else it wouldn't be green. There goes green. And the other one will be green. On the other side of that kappa. I should turn green too. Any second. And this is a fairly new office building. It's come up over the last few years. And sometimes at night they'll light up the top part of it. They don't always do it. During holidays they will, though, like Halloween and things like that. Oh, we got a $10 Sonic. We'll probably call it after this one. 12:17 arrival. 1.5 miles, about 3 minutes. Velvet Taco. Open really late. Headed to Sonic. All right, the Sonic order will arrive at 12:46 a.m. 11 minutes, 7.1 mile. guess the first 4 chapters of Vineland that I'm kind of replaying and listening to. Pension was beautiful at describing like a town or a moment in history by just his command of the English language alone. You know, it was just amazing how it just flowed out of him. He got to that point by the time he was doing Vineland. It was just flowing naturally, you know, his voice and everything. It wasn't, there was no flaw. And the way he described things was just lots of antithesis, you know. Antithesis is like to be or not to be kind of thing, you know. One side means one thing, the other side's like the opposite meaning. They balance each other. He was very good at that in writing. If you listen to the first 4 chapters in his description, especially in the I believe the chapter 4 describing the town and things and the people and the existence within, you know, coming out of the 70s, and how he says that things weren't as digital. He actually says that, which is weird. Writers are kind of prophetic, and he says, you know, it wasn't as cut up. It was more like a postcard that was, he has a way of describing the postcard, which is brilliant. Soft, you know, the soft frame postcard, or however he describes it. Not like cut up like television. You know, it was more of a long gaze, you know, of coming out of the or going into the 70s, or coming out of the 70s, because it's set in the 80s, early 80s. It's interesting. This is like a later on in his career. There's kind of an advanced time for him to talk about in the 80s. Early 80s is when Vineland takes place, but he mentions a lot about the 70s, even the 60s too, and his past and things like that.